Hello, and welcome to another episode of MightyHigh's World. This is episode 71, and the last episode we built this platform flying in and hopefully gracefully landing. Yeah, we built this platform I'm standing on, and I have a great episode for you today. We are going to be experiencing some extraterrestrial activities. Yes, we are going to be building some UFO styled aircraft. So you thought I might just be building some planes or some helicopters on here, but oh no, we're going way into the future in this episode. We are building at least 4 UFOs, 2 of which are going to be on this platform, and then the other 2 are probably going to be randomly selected areas in the sky. And then down below, we're even going to be building a repair shop for them. So when they need repairing, they just land here, go underneath, and then yeah, that's that. And I'll probably hook up some redstone to this eventually to get in and out. But without further ado, let's start off the episode. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so to start off with, I'll briefly go through what I've done with this so you guys get a good idea of how to build it yourself if you wanted to. So what we've got is we've got a ring of black concrete around the outside, which corresponds to this blue circle we have in our platform. Then if we go up, we've got some blue glass blocks, and then behind them we've got some sea lanterns, and then I've put another blue circle around the outside, but it's the actual top I'm most happy about, because if you look at this design, it's pretty much circular, so it's almost like a pyramid but not quite. So I'm really happy about this design. The only thing we have to do is the bottom of this, which is fairly simple. So let's get doing the bottom and I'll show you what I've been up to. Alright, so the bottom of this is done now, and this is looking pretty cool, like there's jets on the bottom of it. So I'm just using the blast furnace and the hopper trick, because I think hoppers look like some kind of cool little jet, and also the blast furnace has a cool texture to it which you can use in an engine design. So that's why I'm using that, basically how I did it on the rocket. So I have if you guys haven't already noticed, this is off by 1 block to the center. Didn't really intend for that, but it kind of makes sense because maybe it's coming down to land, so it's just getting into position to land maybe. But I'm just going to leave it like that anyway. If it does bother you, then put it down in the comments below, because I'd be interested to know if stuff like this does bother you. But one other extra detail I would like to add to this is I've got some campfires here. So we're going to actually add some smoke to it like we did over there with our rocket, as you can see. So the way I've done this is, so I've basically got these hoppers in line with the ground. So we dig whatever's on the ground, say for example this blue concrete, and then we dig another block down. Let's get out of ourselves like so. Then we'll place 4 campfires like that, and then basically just replace it. So the smoke comes out of the block still, but it's not too intrusive, and then it basically looks like it's landing. And I think that's a pretty cool detail. So I'm going to repeat that for all these hoppers, and then we can get on with building another one. Alright, so we've put the campfires in now, and this is what it looks like. So I think putting these campfires in is a really cool detail that you can use to add a bit of smoke or a bit of environment to it. I mean, it's unfortunate that the smoke only goes up instead of down, but it still kind of looks like it's got steam, so it's just coming down or just launching maybe. So yeah, I quite like this design. So what do you think about this? I'd be interested to know what you guys think about this smoke effect, and also whether you have any other ideas for smoke effect, like glass or something like that. So let's have a little flyby and see what this is looking like from the sky. I mean, it does look pretty small from the sky, but it's not small. And there we have it, guys. So it's looking pretty cool to my mind. What do you guys think? So I'm quite like this little design. I mean, it's not really functional because you can't really get into it. I mean, we could possibly have a hatch on the top maybe. So if we get rid of that or something, we could probably have a hatch in there. And there's quite a bit of room in here. So it's a possibility at least. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now and get out of here. And I just used a fortune pick for that. So let's get my silk touch out. Fly up here. Alright, so next thing we need to do is build this same design on another one of these platforms. And if you've already noticed, yes, there was a creeper explosion here. I haven't patched it up yet, but I will do soon, so don't worry about that. So let's get on with building another one of these. Alright, flying in, and you can see we've got 2 UFOs now, and I'm pretty liking this. This is pretty cool if you ask me. So yeah, so the next thing we need to do is basically find another location we can build one of these. So my guess is somewhere up in the sky. I'm not entirely sure where. Maybe in between these platforms here, and then the other one can probably be over in this side. So let's find a random area we can actually build on and then build another one. Alright, so I think I've got a good location for the next UFO. It's basically just a bit off the bamboo farm, which I think looks pretty cool. So I'm going to be building this up about a few blocks higher, shall I say. Let's build it up about here. And then it's basically the same design as down there. I might change it a bit, but I don't think I will. So let's build another one of these and see what this looks like. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this, what I have in front of me, is the end result of our 3rd UFO. And I think this looks pretty cool. As you can see, it's got this smoke coming out of it via the glass that we're using. And I think that's a pretty cool effect. It could be better, in all fairness. I could probably make this trail a bit larger and probably drifting off a bit more, but I quite like it. So let's just get up here and have a decent look at it if we can. So you can see the UFO up there. It's basically the same design as we got down there. And then I'm using glass panes, all these different types of glass basically, in order to get that kind of effect. And when it turns night, it should look pretty cool as well. So let's get on with something else I was going to build in this episode, and that is underneath these UFOs, which is basically underneath this platform. As we've got our rocket center down there, for example, I was going to build a repair system down underneath here. So I need to get some resources to do that. I'm not entirely sure what would be best for this, to be fair. I was thinking maybe terracotta, but I might just go the normal route and go with white concrete. So I'm still not decided yet, but I'll grab some resources and see what I've got and probably make a start on this and then get back to you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I've been planning out how this building is going to be structured and laid out by this black concrete powder here, because basically all I did was I went around the edges of this circle, which basically means if I put a block in this around the one block on the inside of this, it will actually line up to the circle I've got. So like that, for example, and this will line up with the top. So my idea is basically we're going to surround this whole platform in cyan terracotta. Yes, I've decided to use terracotta because I think that this colour will suit better than white concrete will, and also it'll be nice to actually change it because I'm using loads of white concrete, especially here, so it's nice to use different material now and again. for different builds, and I've got a mob problem here at the moment, to be fair with you. It's not just under here either, it's on the top. It's completely out of hand at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. So if I actually just fly up a bit, you can see quite a few mobs up there, and that's just going to keep getting worse. So another thing I need to do is find out a way to light this platform and also this platform, because this is torch spam on this one at the moment. So I need to figure out a way to light these platforms. The only way I can really think of is carpet dotted around the place, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So let's get on with building this structure, and I'll catch you once I've done the bulk of it, I guess. What, before I kill these guys though, because they're actually starting to get annoying. Goodbye sir, thank you. And another thing is that I've had to flatten this area out a bit just to make it look a bit more structured. Or so the whoa, there's bloody loads of them around at the moment. Goodbye, thank you. As I was saying, yeah, I've just had to flatten the grass and dirt out a bit, so it's a bit more in line with this building. I think that hill over there is okay, although at some point I will do a lot of terraforming around this base, and I think I've got a pretty good idea on how to do that. And how the hell is there a drowned there? Like, seriously, how has that drowned come across? That's a new one. It's just a random drowned here and there's no water around. Okay, fair enough. Let's kill these zombies, because there are quite a lot of them. Goodbye. Thank you. Die. Die. Thank you. So yeah, let's get on with building this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so flying in, and here it is. This is what we've got so far. So I think this looks pretty cool, although it could do with some more detailing work. I'm not entirely sure how to detail it at the moment. Obviously we need to get rid of this dirt and replace that, but I can do that off camera otherwise. I know it looks a bit odd with the dirt and the white concrete on the top, so I think that needs changing. I do like this green, lime green glass that we're using around the outside though. And if you can't tell, the inside isn't done yet either. So there is still a bit of work to do on this. So let's go inside and see what we can do on the inside without trying to hit ourselves. So my plan on the inside is, because this is going to be some kind of repair station for the aircraft on the top, so I think we need to actually flatten this out. So I need to get rid of all this dirt and the stone as well, most likely. I'll probably flatten it to about this height here. So it means replacing some of this dirt. And the amount of creeper holes that are here is absolutely ridiculous. There's like 3 literally in a row for whatever reason, and then there's a couple over here as well. So yeah, so why don't I get on with flattening this out, and then we can see what else we can do after this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is what it's looking like flattened now, and I've also done the walls as well, taken out all the concrete and the dirt and replaced that with cyan terracotta. So this is looking like a pretty decent building now. We still need to do something with the floor. I'm thinking blue and white concrete, but that could change, I guess. I've got a good idea on what to do with the floor anyway, or what to do in here. We're going to basically section it off, so there's a repair station here for the aircrafts, and then all the tools and that on the other side, or workers. So that's the idea of this, but unfortunately I am out of time for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been Mighty High, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye!